Hello everyone and welcome to another first for my channel, my very first Karcher vacuum cleaner. It's the first for my channel, but it's not the first Karcher vacuum I've owned. I had a commercial upright a few years ago and one of the Karcher cylinder vacuums. I've also got currently a Karcher window vacuum. But this is a Karcher vacuum cleaner, rather an unusual design. It's a VC5 premium. Karcher is a German company, but I've noticed from the box that this is actually assembled in Italy. So at least it's European and not Chinese. So it's, I got this because I thought it's quite an odd looking machine. Might be quite interesting. The nearest I've got to this is my Miele H1 swing or Miele alternative cleaner. It's sort of a bit like a stick vacuum. Right, well that's a hefty nozzle. That's a nice heavyweight. That's a little. What's that about? Right. Ooh, I wasn't expecting it. It does feel quite a nice weight to it there. It's a bit unusual. There you've got your exposed bellows. The wheels pop up and down, so it should be quite manoeuvrable. Oh, it's got a swivel. Plastic base plate. That's odd, isn't it? Two wheels at the front, but they're not actually above the base plate. I expect when I press on the pedal, the two wheels at the front will pop up, I'm assuming. Two big litter pickers. Oh, there's a third wheel actually at the back too, and of course two larger wheels. So I'm assuming when I press down on the pedal, which is rather stiff. Oh, that is stiff. Hang on a minute, folks. There we are. Yep, so when you press on the pedal to use it in hard floor mode, you've got no brushes on this, just two quite flexible rubber squeegees, one front, one back. So that's obviously just for your hard floor cleaning. What does it get according to the energy label for hard floor? Well, it does get an A rating for hard floor. Dust pickup from hard floors, it gets an A. Got a little bit of protective covering on the nozzle there. Not really sure if that does anything. It's a little silver button. Don't know if it releases anything, but anyway. There we go. Let's put it back in the carpet position. So that's your main nozzle for your carpet and hard floor cleaning. You've got a crevice tool for your nooks and crannies. An upholstery nozzle for your upholstery, stairs and curtains. Two litter pickers for your pet hair. And quite a nice, I think that could be horsehair brushes. They don't look synthetic. That's your dusting tool. And it will angle at various angles for dusting your blinds and shelves, etc. Swing ticket here. Here we go. This is the energy label. So we'll have a quick look. It gets an A rating for electricity use. I think it's only a 500 watt motor, this particular vacuum. It uses 20 kilowatt hours per annum on average. It gets an A rating for dust emissions, a C for carpet, dust pickup from carpet, an A for dust pickup from hard floor, 77 decibels, so it's not too noisy, and there's a little how to start cleaning diagram on the top, so that's obviously meant to be stuck on the machine if you were to have it on display in a shop. Product registration, is that the guarantee? I think that must be about your warranty and stuff, that, I don't know. Anyway, there's the instruction book. It was a lot smaller when the lady from Argos, I got this from Argos, when the lady from Argos delivered it, she commented about, she thought it was a Karcher window vac, because she said whenever they go on offer, they sell a lot of them. I said, oh, it's not a window vacuum, it's a normal sort of vacuum. Well, here it is. As I said, when she handed me the box, because it looks a lot bigger Well, it does to me anyway. It looks a lot bigger on the when I've seen it. I've seen this demonstrated on QVC UK. There's the box, and I've seen a Karcher video about it too, and it does look. It's rather big to be a handheld. It is a handheld though. You can use it for handheld as well as an upright. So it's sort of like a stick cleaner really. Suction only. I don't think there's an option of adding a power nozzle to this. I've not seen one. Certainly not in the UK. I'll have a look in a minute to see if there's any sort of connection that could fit a power nozzle. I think I've seen an optional mini turbo nozzle for this. One thing I haven't seen, which I think would have been a good idea, is an optional hose, because it's not going to be very good for the car. But if it had a hose you could plug in, then it is, you know, it's still large. Yeah, so it's the regular colour of Karcher, the famous Karcher yellow and black. I believe it's got 4 speeds, a 4-speed motor there, slide control. Oh, and an on-off. Oh, just a sort of little touch button on-off. And this, I believe, is where you pull to... oh, that's how you do it. So, that comes out. So you can actually use it for high-level cleaning. It is quite a weight. It's certainly heavier than a rechargeable type machine of this sort. But you could use it for high-level cleaning. So that adjusts. I think you have to press the button on the handle to adjust it. But you can adjust it to different positions. It will stop. So you squeeze the handle and then you move it to the position you want. When you release the button, then it locks into that position. Let's put the nozzle on. I'm assuming, oh good, that's a good lock system. So that's not going anywhere, that's on securely, but there are buttons either side. Those grey buttons there, look. Whoops. So I must squeeze those together to release the cleaner head. That's right. Don't know if it does stand up. Yes, it does actually. It will stand up, so you can actually store it like that. So it is pretty small. I haven't got it all in shot, but it is pretty small for storage. Of course, I suppose you could store it lying down if you've got somewhere underneath a bed. If you've not much room. This is ideal, you see, for apartments or very small houses. Oh, that's handy. You've got a little cord hook at the bottom and the top that come out, that fold away when not in use. I think it's about a 9-metre cord. It's a very thin cord though. But I suppose it doesn't need a thick cord. It's only 500 watts as far as I know. I'll check. There should be a little label on it somewhere. We haven't seen the bagless unit because this is a bagless vacuum. Not sure if it's worth the price. I got it on offer, but sort of the full price of this is around, I think around 140 to 150 pounds. So that does seem a little bit much for this. I've seen it for around 120. I think that's the cheapest I've seen it. There's a little clip on the end near the plug. Doesn't seem to want to open. But you can put the cord in. That's a bit awkward. I suppose that will. That's okay. It'll loosen up with use, I expect. So there we go. That's it, more or less, fully assembled and ready to clean. So as an upright, obviously, you'd squeeze the handle, pull it up to the desired height. So you've got all the weight in your hand at the top. It's quite flexible. You'll be able to get under furniture. Oh, that's good. It goes flat. It goes flat to the floor. You don't have to sort of angle the nozzle to get it under furniture. You can just lower the handle of the machine to get it under furniture. So, I assume to use the cleaning tools as a handheld, you'd have to remove the nozzle, the main nozzle, and then, oh, that would have to come out a bit. There we are. So now it's set up for upholstery cleaning. As I said, you could use it in the car, but you could do your car seats with it. And I suppose when you extend the tube, you could possibly get into some other areas of the car, but it's not very convenient for car cleaning. Like I say, if they provide a hose that would fit onto the end, that would make this a lot more versatile. But so far I've not seen a hose available as an optional extra. The 3 small tools are just a friction fit. So say you've got your crevice tool, but say even that in the car, it's going to be very awkward to get into. You can do your boot and things, but it's too big, I think, for car vacuum. But okay for your vacuum if you live in, as I say, in a small house or apartment. Right, well, let's have a look at the bagless unit. Now, where's that? Right, first of all, I'll take the... There's no quick release, which is a bit unfortunate by the looks of it. Most vacuums, you can turn one or either of the hooks to release all the cable, but on this Karcher, looks like you can't do that. You've got to do this. So that's another little minus point. I'm just checking if it... No, they don't move. They fold away though when not in use. So, is there a button? Or do you just pull it? Ah, you do, you just pull it. But again, that... I'm not sure how well they've thought this out, to be honest. It's not well. There's a little area to grab here, but it's not very logical. But anyway, pull it out. When you pull it out, so I don't know what that's about. There's a little flap there. Look, the motor will be underneath that little grill. And it's very hard to. There we go. Look, can you just see there behind that little mesh? There's a little suction motor, and inside here we've got the details. So it does say made in Italy, VC5, 220 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz. So yes, it's a 500 watt motor. So here is the pretty tiny, that is tiny. Now the actual thing looks reasonable size, but it's completely taken up by filters. I mean, there's the top filter, Pleated, then there's some other sort of filter. Now I did see them emptying this on QVC and I thought, that's a little bit odd. Doesn't seem very easy to empty. Ah, does that... Oh, that just comes out. I just wondered if that was the... That'll be washable. Pleated filter. You'll be able to rinse that under running water. Make sure it's dry before putting it back. But where's the dirt go? Because when you take that out, there's another little mesh filter. To unlock that, we do... That comes out. But where? Where's the room? Where's the room for the dirt? Am I missing something? This is the dirt bin. But, right, well, I'll probably see. I'm going to put some muck down. I can't put much down by the looks of the size of this. Where does the dirt come in? The dirt must... I think that's it. Yeah, hang on. The dirt... I don't know where the dirt comes in, actually. I think it comes in the top. The dirt comes in the top there. So it actually goes into, by the looks of it, we'll soon find out when I suck some dirt up, goes into there. But that is tiny. That's about the smallest. You know, even for a handheld vacuum, that would be small. So, right, let's get this assembled. I'll put some dirt down and we'll try this Karcher out. Okay, I've just put down a small amount of dirt because the tiny capacity of this Karcher won't cope with much more than this, I don't think. Right, we'll just give it a quick initial go. I'm going to use it on maximum. I've got it on the carpet setting. Right, now there isn't a huge amount of dirt here, but I think I've already clogged it up. Now looking at the dust container, the dirt does actually go in through the top. Not sure if we can quite see. It's not quite to the brim. No, there's still a little bit. There's enough room, I would have thought, to pick up the rest of the dirt I put down, but there was a distinct change in the sound of the motor, which means it sounded to me like it was clogged up. Anyway, I'll persevere. I'll put this unit back in and try to clean up the rest of the dirt. Now it's lost, I think, most of the suction. It's doing not very well. Yeah, it's absolutely full now. So that is a tiny... I thought when I opened this machine and looked at this absolutely minute container. Right, let's tip this out. What I can do, I'll try and pick up what's remaining, but I'm going to have to empty this first. So all that's remaining on the carpet is some rice by the looks of it, and some carpet fluff and possibly some dog hairs. So it should hopefully pick up this small amount of dirt. Right, well again I'll do it on full power. It's early days yet, but I'm far from impressed with this Karcher vacuum. It obviously can't cope with even a moderate amount of dirt in one go. Obviously it was a little bit extreme, but I've tested that sort of dirt on many vacuums and that wouldn't have been a problem. The problem with this machine is the tiny capacity of it. Now after I picked up the rest of the dirt, I did whip round a little bit, and if you're using it normally and not seeing visible dirt but just keeping on top of the dirt, then it might be okay, but you will have to empty this. I think each time you use this machine you're going to have to empty this tiny, ridiculously small. I've never been as disappointed. Karcher are a good brand. I've had their pressure washers, I like their window washer, and I've had a full-size Karcher upright and a full-size Karcher cylinder vacuum before, and they were very good. But this, I think, I don't often recommend a product or not recommend a product on the initial unboxing, but I would say I'm very dubious about recommending it at all. It wasn't even built properly. I had to put the panel back on, so you know there's a dubious build quality. I mean, it feels okay, but the fact that the panel I had to take off and actually put in place correctly. It has good suction when you're using it. It does pull up the carpet and it'll clean up, you know, it'll do a good job, but as long as you've not got loads and loads of dirt. So if you've got a small flat that's quite clean and no storage, it might be for you. If you want it for your car, no, it's too big. What a disappointment. So I'm afraid I'm going to give it a thumbs down, but I will be putting it through its paces properly. I'm going to use it as a regular vacuum cleaner around my house. I'm not going to put down extra dirt. Get the feel of it, and by then I'll know, you know, what I think of it properly. But first impressions, no thanks. So if you have any questions about this Karcher, please ask in the comments section below. Please stay tuned for the demo. Please subscribe and click the bell icon, and you'll be notified when I upload a new review of this, a new demo of this, and any other floor care video I upload. See you soon. Bye for now.